Hey everyone, welcome to Learn Transformation. Today in this video, you guys are going to learn about Lean, Six Sigma and what is the difference between Lean and Six Sigma and why do we need to have combined approach of Lean and Six Sigma rather than having silos. So in today's video, we will introduce you to the methodologies of Lean, Six Sigma and Lean Six Sigma. People who don't have any experience in this area also can get an idea what it is all about. So let's begin to understand what is Lean, what is Six Sigma and what is Lean Six Sigma. Lean uses the PDCA method and tools like 8 Waste and 5S to achieve continuous improvement. Six Sigma, it's a scientific, innovative and strategic way of doing business which uses the DMAC method and tools like control charts and FMEA to achieve continuous improvement. So the combined approach Lean Six Sigma leverages the best problem solving methods to help organizations achieve their mission and satisfy customer. But just a quick reminder, we have so many useful videos on our channel Learn Transformation, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please press the subscribe button and bell icon right next to it. Also give us a thumbs up if you like our video. What is Lean? It's a systematic approach to eliminate activities that don't add any value to the process. So it emphasizes removing wasteful steps in a process and taking only the value-added steps. So Lean method ensures high quality and customer satisfaction. Lean helps in so many ways, like it reduces process cycle time, it reduces the inventory levels, it eliminates the chance of defect generation plus optimized resources for key improvements. So we can say Lean is a never-ending approach to waste removal and also it promotes a continuous chain of improvements. So to understand about Lean, we must able to understand what is value add and what is non-value add. Value add is meaningful to customer and it changes products in a meaningful way. On the other hand, non-value add consumes resources but it doesn't add any value. But our focus should be how we can remove these non-value add. We can remove non-value add by focusing on 8 types of waste, which is also known as downtime. And these waste are transportation, overproducing, overprocessing, inventory, defects, waiting, motion and skills. But friends, why we are doing all these things? Of course, to be better. Our safety is on top and elimination of 8 waste will help us to ensure safety automatically. Now we will have a look on 5 principles of Lean, and the first one is identify the customers and what they value. Then map the value stream. Create a flow to the customer and then establish pull based on customer demand. And then you can see continuous improvement. So this cycle will continue as a part of continuous improvement process. In Lean, we have a lot of tools, but here we are showing you a couple of tools which we can use in our regular life. And to know more about these tools, please continue watching our videos. Some of these tools are quality at source, batch reduction, change management, plant layout, and so on. Now we'll understand what is Six Sigma. Six Sigma is data-driven problem-solving methodology which focuses on process variations and the emphasis is given to customer satisfaction. The aim of Six Sigma is to make a process effective with minus 99.99% defect-free, which means the Six Sigma process produces in 3.4 defects per million opportunities. As we know, Six Sigma is a structured problem-solving methodology and the framework behind problem-solving methodology is DMAC. DMAC stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, Control. The first phase is define phase, which defines the project goals and customer internal and external deliverables. And the measure phase is used to determine the current problem and quantify the problem. Whereas analyze phase is used to determine the root cause of defect, and the improve phase improves the process by eliminating defect, and the control phase controls future process performance. Now we will discuss the steps which is followed by different phases of DMAT. In the define phase, the steps are like validate problem statement, validate high level VSM, and these steps complete the define gate. Likewise, in the measure phase, the steps are validate measurement system, determine process capability, and all these steps together complete measure gate. In the analyze phase, identify root cause and determine the impact of root causes, and all these steps together complete the analyze gate. And in the improve phase, first evaluate and optimize best options, confirm attainment of goals. So all these steps together complete improve gate. And in the control phase, implement solution, identify lessons learned, and all these steps will complete the analyze gate. Till now we have learned about the tools and principles of Lean and Six Sigma, but what's the importance of combined approach of Lean Six Sigma? According to ASQ, Lean Six Sigma is a fact-based, data-driven philosophy of improvement which values defect prevention over defect detection. It drives customer satisfaction and bottom line results by reducing variation and cycle time, while it promotes the use of work standardization and flow. Therefore, it creates a competitive advantage. Lean Six Sigma combines the strategies of Lean and Six Sigma. Lean, which helps to reduce process waste; Six Sigma, which focuses on variation reduction in process. Therefore, we can say Lean Six Sigma helps in improving the efficiency and quality of the process. Now let's have a quick look on tools of Lean Six Sigma. We won't go in detail in this video about the tools, so if you want to know more about the tools of Lean Six Sigma, please stay connected with us for our upcoming videos. So in a nutshell, Lean methodology aims at waste reduction in process, while Six Sigma aims at reduction of process variation. However, both the approaches go hand in hand to realize the full potential of process improvements. An integrated approach of Lean Six Sigma helps in improving process efficiency, it optimizes the resources and also increases customer satisfaction. I hope now you understand the difference between these three management process approaches. They have their own benefits when they are applied to different business processes. They improve the quality of existing processes and also make you a better manager. Now that's it from me. If you're curious to learn about transformation, corporate strategies and tools, then please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon right next to it. Also, please give us a thumbs up if you like our video. You can also follow us on other social media handles like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. Till then, be safe and do take care of yourself.